Hey y'all, my name's Christina Wester and this is Level Up. Level Up is a process for clearing limits to creating the life that we desire. So we all have internal limits that create barriers to fully living the lives that we dream of. So I've created this process to clear those limits with a combination of ancient healing techniques, contemporary understanding of brain hemisphere science, and also concepts that modern psychology is just beginning to understand about accessing the subconscious mind and using the subconscious mind to change stubborn thoughts and behavior patterns that we want to change. So hypnotherapy would be one example. So on the surface, these limit clearing processes are very simple. It's just some simple movements paired with some mantras that you say during the physical movements and physical positions. So I'll be demonstrating 8 of those today. We'll do 8 limit clearing processes today on this video that you can do along with me. But if you're wanting to understand more about how and why the processes work, there's a lot more to it. So I've created an intro to Level Up video that explains more about the background, the different modalities that I've combined in order to create these processes. So just check out that video if you want to understand more about the background and how and why it works. Okay, the theme for today's Level Up session is authenticity. So we're going to be doing some clearing of the limits that we have, our internal limits, to fully expressing our authentic selves. Our authenticity is the most powerful way that we can, or it's a powerful tool that we can use to achieve our goals and desires. And so when we don't express our authentic selves, that's one of the limits that we create to achieving those goals and desires. Most of us as children, and then also other times in our lives, have been stopped or discouraged from expressing ourselves authentically. We've been told that the things that are authentic, that our authentic selves, are wrong or bad or inappropriate. So almost all of us have some sort of internal limits to fully expressing our authentic selves. So today we're going to clear some of those limits. So to do these level up processes, you're just going to need a little bit of space on the floor or a chair. If you can't do some of the positions that I demonstrate, I'll give you some options for doing them sitting in a chair. And then just having some comfortable clothes on that they're easy to move in is really all you need. So the first process that we're going to do today, we're going to use a pose from yoga called cat and cow. So you're just going to come to all fours, and we're going to use the breath as well as the mantra. And so what you want to do is drop your belly, lift up your head and lift up your tailbone. So that's the cow position. And then for the cat position, you press your heart up toward the sky as you drop your tailbone and drop the crown of your head down. So we're going to move through those 2 positions as we say the statement. So the statement is, I acknowledge and honor every part of my being. So we're going to say that statement 3 times out loud and then 3 times silently while we're doing the cat-cow position. As you're doing it out loud, what I'll do is inhale, say the statement, and then finish exhaling the rest of the breath. Inhale, say the statement, and then finish exhaling. And then we'll just breathe together as we say the statement silently to ourselves. So let's get started. So come into all fours, drop the belly, lift the head, lift the tailbone, inhale. I acknowledge and honor every part of my being. I acknowledge and honor every part of my being. I acknowledge and honor every part of my being. Now say that 3 times silently to yourself as you keep on going between these two poses. Okay, for the next limit clearing process, we're going to use a side stretch pose. So if you're sitting on the floor, you can just bring this leg out to the side. It doesn't have to be perfectly, but just however far out to the side you can do it. And then we'll bring the arm down. If it reaches the floor, if the elbow reaches the floor, great. If not, if this is as far as you can stretch, that's fine. And then you just want to bring that arm up and over here. So we'll do both sides on that. And if you need to do it in a chair, you'll just sit on the chair like this and then bring one leg out to the side and then just let that hand slide down the leg as you do your side stretch here, and then the other side will look like that. So the statement is, I reclaim my authentic self and I am true to its vision. So we'll say that 3 times out loud and then 3 times silently to ourselves on each side. So inhale. I reclaim my authentic self and I am true to its vision. I reclaim my authentic self and I am true to its vision. I reclaim my authentic self and I am true to its vision. So just keep breathing as you say it silently to yourself. And then the same thing on the other side. So inhale, let's say it out loud. I reclaim my authentic self and I am true to its vision. I reclaim my authentic self and I am true to its vision. I reclaim my authentic self and I am true to its vision. So now 3 times silently. Okay, so for the next limit clearing process, we're going to be using a lunge. So you're going to bring one leg into the front, and the thing you need to be careful about here is just don't let your knee go too far forward. You want it to be in line with your ankle, and then just scoot that back knee back so you get a good stretch in the front of your back leg. So you're going to kind of pull your hips forward, and then hand on the leg. And then you're going to twist, and we'll say the mantra here. So this is the pose. And if you need support for this pose, you can use a chair. And then you'll just get down into your lunge and then use the chair for support to do your twist. So the statement is, it is safe to express my authentic self. So let's get into the pose, and we'll inhale and twist. It is safe to express my authentic self. It is safe to express my authentic self. It is safe to express my authentic self. So 3 more times silently to yourself as you breathe. All right, let's do the other side. I'll turn around so you can see me. So same thing here, get that foot out in front and then don't let the knee come too far forward. Keep it pretty much above the ankle. That back knee goes back so you get a good stretch in the front of the back leg. Inhale and twist. It is safe to express my authentic self. It is safe to express my authentic self. It is safe to express my authentic self. And 3 more times silently. All right. Okay, so for the next process, limit clearing process, we're going to use a kind of a squat, a modification of the goddess warrior pose. So we're going to start with our arms out, really reach the arms out. Feet are wide, toes turned out just a little bit, because when you squat, you just don't want your knees to come, again, past your toes. We want to try to keep the knees in line with the ankles. So we're going to be doing these squats, and for the modification, if it's too hard to squat really deeply, then just come down. Any amount is fine. So we're going to do 3 times with one arm. We'll just say the right arm in front first, and we'll be saying the statement, and then we'll switch. So the next time we'll do the left arm in front. So just however low you can squat. And the statement is, my greatest power lies in my authenticity, and I express that power in every part of life. So go ahead and get into your position, and we'll cross the right arm in front first. My greatest power lies in my authenticity, and I express that power in every part of life. My greatest power lies in my authenticity, and I express that power in every part of life. My greatest power lies in my authenticity, and I express that power in every part of life. So now 3 times silently. All right, so now we'll switch the cross of the arms, so bring the left arm in front. Inhale. My greatest power lies in my authenticity, and I express that power in every part of life. My greatest power lies in my authenticity, and I express that power in every part of life. My greatest power lies in my authenticity, and I express that power in every part of life. So now 3 times silently. Okay, so for the next process, we're going to use a forward fold so you're just going to have kind of a wide stance with your legs, and then you're going to come down with your arms crossed. So we'll do right over left first, and then we'll switch to left over right, but you just want to hang, and you want to go ahead and soften the knees so that you can just let the torso, let the neck relax, and let everything hang. If you need a modification for this pose, you can bring a chair in front of you and then just bring your elbows down and cross the arms like that. And then if you need even, you can't go down that far, you can turn around and use the back of the chair. Okay, so get into your fold, however you need to modify it. Cross those arms right over left. And the statement, oh, I should have said the statement. I make choices that support my authentic self. All right, so now let's get into position. Inhale. I make choices that support my authentic self. I make choices that support my authentic self. I make choices that support my authentic self. Same thing silently to yourself. Keep on breathing. All right, and if you need to rest for a minute, you can just come down into child's pose or sit and breathe for a minute if you need a break. And then we'll go to the other side. So all you're doing here is changing the cross of your arms. So now the left arm's in front. Soften those knees, let the torso hang, let the head and neck hang. I make choices that support my authentic self. I make choices that support my authentic self. I make choices that support my authentic self. Keep on breathing as you say it 3 more times to yourself. Okay. Okay, so for the next one, we're going to use a windmill pose. So we'll have the same leg stance that we had before, just pretty wide legs. And then your hand goes on the floor. If you can't reach the floor, you can use a stack of books to have your hand on a stack of books, or you can use a chair. It can be here, or you could use the chair like that. So you got your hand on whatever level you need it to be, and then this arm goes up. So the statement is, I choose thoughts, words, and actions that express my authenticity. So inhale. I choose thoughts, words, and actions that express my authenticity. I choose thoughts, words, and actions that express my authenticity. I choose thoughts, words, and actions that express my authenticity. So 3 times silently. Keep on breathing. Release it back down to the floor, and then we'll do the other side. So you can just turn like that. I'll turn so you can see me. I choose thoughts, words, and actions to express my authenticity. I choose thoughts, words, and actions that express my authenticity. I choose thoughts, words, and actions that express my authenticity. 3 more times. Okay, so for the next limit clearing process, we're going to be using a balancing pose. So it's it's going to be similar to a yoga pose called tree. And if you need extra support, so the foot can go pretty much anywhere. You just want to avoid the knee, but it can go anywhere on the leg. And if you need a little bit of extra help with balancing, you can put that toe down on the floor. And if you need a chair, you can bring a chair close so that you can hang onto the chair the whole time, or you can just have it there, for security. But that toe can even go down, you know, however much assistance you need for the balance, just do that. So yeah, so the statement is, expressing my authentic self leads me to my ideal life. Oh, and I forgot to do the arms. So for the pose, we're going to do, if the left leg, my left leg is out, we're going to do the left leg in front, and then grab your ears while you balance. So let's inhale. Expressing my authentic self leads me to my ideal life. Expressing my authentic self leads me to my ideal life. Expressing my authentic self leads me to my ideal life. 3 times silently. Keep on breathing while you balance. And then same thing on the other side, so you can bring your chair over to the other side. And then find that balance. If you need, this side might be different, and that's perfectly normal. So if you need more help on this side with the toe or the chair, no judgment, just find the pose wherever you can do it best. And then we'll add those arms. So since the right leg's out, we'll cross the right arm in front. So inhale. Expressing my authentic self leads me to my ideal life. Expressing my authentic self leads me to my ideal life. Expressing my authentic self leads me to my ideal life. So 3 more times silently. So for the last limit clearing process, we're going to be doing a twist lying on the floor. But if it's hard for you to get on the floor, you can do it sitting in a chair. So you'll just, bring your arm to the back of the chair and twist like that on each side. If you want to go into a deeper twist, you can lie on the floor, and you want to go ahead and lie on one side. The knees can be stacked, or you can bring that leg over. It makes it easier to keep the legs over, and then you take the top arm and you bring it up and around. And if this arm doesn't reach the floor, that's fine. It can just float up in the sky or up in the air wherever it lands. So the statement is, I make choices that support my ideal life. So let's inhale. I make choices that support my ideal life. I make choices that support my ideal life. I make choices that support my ideal life. So keep breathing as you say it 3 more times silently to yourself. And then just slowly make your way out of the twist. And we'll go to the other side. So you can just roll over to the other side. I'll turn around so you'll be able to see me. And then the top arm just goes around. And the side's different for me. My arm doesn't go all the way down. So just get into the twist as deeply as you can. And then inhale. I make choices that support my ideal life. I make choices that support my ideal life. I make choices that support my ideal life. 3 times silently to yourself. Keep on breathing. And then just come out of the twist. And ideally, it'd be great to go ahead and lie down in Shavasana, is what we call it in yoga. It's corpse pose. That just means that you're lying on your back, palms facing forward, shoulders relaxed back toward the floor, feet just opening, relaxed, and legs opening outward. And you can just close your eyes. And so just take 5-10 minutes, however long you can spend in this pose, feeling the energy. So what we've done is we've opened up the meridians in the body, and now the chi energy, or in yoga they call it prana energy, is flowing more freely. All of the stretching that we've done has opened up those meridians, and it's now allowing the energy to flow more freely. It's allowing our lymphatic system to flow more easily. Our circulatory system is flowing more easily. And so just take a few minutes, close your eyes, and just breathe here and experience, feel that energy moving in the body. Notice how it might feel different from when we started. So you stay resting there in Shavasana and just enjoy the relaxation and stay there just as long as you can. I invite you to set a timer and just go ahead and relax for 5, 10, 15 minutes and really soak up all of the changes that and all of the limits that you just cleared. So if you'd like more Level Up episodes, you can subscribe to the channel, the Radiant Living channel. And if you would like a more personalized Level Up session, you can go to radiantlivingandlearning.com and click on the Connect menu item. On the menu it'll say Connect, and then below that it says Work with Christina. So you can contact me and find out more about doing a personalized Level Up session to clear the specific blocks that you have to creating a specific goal or some other issue that you're having that's you're feeling that you have blocks to. So yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for participating, and please let me know how this session was for you, how Level Up is for you in general, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.